Hey guys, welcome to my shop. I'm Jacob Goede, the 2025 NASCAR Weekly Series National Champion. Why don't you come take a look at my shop?
All right, Jacob, we have 2.5 cars in here. Tell me what we're looking at right here.
So this one right here is the one I finished out the season with. This is my NASCAR Pro Late model. Yeah, finished out the season at La Crosse with this one, Elko, the Dells. So this one ended up getting a lot of use, even though it necessarily wasn't my primary car.
And how long have you had these?
So this one I've had since I won the first national championship in 2019. I put this one together kind of as a backup car. So I've had this one for about 5 years. So this is actually a late 2005, early 2006 chassis. So approaching 20 years old now. And this one was my primary car forever. This is a 2008 left-hander. Like I said, this one got a little tore up. Seen better days. Everything's kind of pushed over here in the front. So yeah, so we're in the process of trying to decide what I'm going to do with this one. I think I got like 70 some wins in it. So that's the hard part. I can't hardly part with it. It's been so good to me.
And this is your super late model over here?
Yeah, this
How often
is
do you run this
super late, barely ever. It takes all my time and money, but I barely run it. So this year I ran it mainly once, Elko's Thunderstruck. I did end up running again in Oktoberfest. Didn't treat me that well down there, but finished second at Elko in the ASA Tour race. So every once in a while it gives me glimmers of hope.
You built everything you have here. Where did you learn the skill? Where did you obtain the knowledge to do that?
Yeah, so my dad started this whole operation. He had worked for my uncle who owned a salvage yard. So he kind of built his own cars back in the mid 80s, racing on local dirt track. So yeah, he kind of instilled in me into that attitude. You know, I enjoy working on these things. You know, we do all our own tin work, body work, you know, obviously assembly work, all that kind of stuff.
You're now a two-time national champion, so one might assume, oh, you got a team of 20 guys helping you. That's not the case though.
No, not really. Well, generally it's me most nights. My brother Matt definitely comes once a week throughout the summer months, and I couldn't do it without his help, honestly. Like, he raced stock cars as well, or late models, and I think I kind of traded him some of maybe my bad habits or whatever. And so anyway, we drove similar, and he can tell what my car is doing just by watching it before I even say what's going on. So anyway, he's a big help. And then, you know, when stuff hits the fan or whatever and I really need help, I got people that are close. My father-in-law only lives 10 minutes away. My dad came down multiple times this year. He lives up north now, but he helped me test and swap motors. So yeah, I got people that will help if necessary, but I'm kind of weird when it comes to that too. Like, I don't just trust anybody doing my stuff, and that maybe sounds bad, but you know, a lot of times you might end up, you know, explaining or trying to teach someone, you know, longer than it takes to just do it yourself or whatever. So
does it make it sweeter though? You have all these banners, you have all this success, you've won all these state titles, a couple national titles. You're not doing it for someone else. Does it make it sweeter?
I think so. I mean, I'm proud of it. You know, when I first started, like 2014, going to the national banquet, you know, you watch some of the championship videos and it's like, man, am I in the right place? Like, how am I going to compete with that? You know, it's almost more full-time racing. Some of those teams, and it can kind of discourage you at some points, but or it motivates you, and I guess I use it as motivation. Weekly racing doesn't have to be a full-time gig. You know, like I have a full-time job, and we race on the weekends, and I mean, it gets busy, and summers are, you know, maybe lack of sleep sometimes, but whatever, it's what I love to do, but I couldn't do it without the family's support, that's for sure.
You entered this year thinking, I'm going to go for it, more so than you already do. Yeah. Why this year? Why did you feel, okay, this is the year I'm going for the national title again?
NASCAR picked up the Dells, so that was another possible location to race at. La Crosse generally has good car counts. I felt they were going to be strong again this year, so I'm like, I'm going to stick with La Crosse. Good car counts, you can make stuff happen on that bigger racetrack. So anyway, like La Crosse was the full-time gig, and then mixed in the Dells. I never been there with Prolate until this year, but I thought my stuff would work pretty good there, and they were generally pretty strong on car count. So I'm like, man, yeah, this I thought 2025 would be my opportunity to go after it again.
We have the 3 late models.
Yeah.
We have these cars over here, which I'm pretty sure you do not fit in. So can you tell us, you do fit in them. I would not. Can you tell us what these are for?
Yeah, so these are quarter midgets. Like I mentioned before, I got 3 daughters. They run these cars on a weekly basis. So we run these at Little Elko in Elko, New Market, about a half hour from here. So right across from Big Track, there's a little track, and yeah, we fill our Sundays with this. So yeah, not only am I trying to prepare late models, but I'm also trying to keep up with these things, and I can kind of get consumed by these. You know, it's pretty special watching your kids do something that you love as well. So I really enjoy it. Probably a little too intense sometimes, but no, they're coming around, and it was a fun season.
Why don't you tell us about some of these banners we have up here? Take us through these. Why do they mean a lot to you? Why have you hung them all up? I mean, they're, you know, it's obviously all Oktoberfest
Right.
on this wall. This is the Oktoberfest wall. Right. What does this race mean to you? Obviously, you've had a lot of success there.
You know, Oktoberfest is just one of those events that if you've never been there, you got to go as a race fan or competitor. You know, it's 5 nights of racing, every division you can think of under the sun, and you know, everyone. It's Midwest year-end racing festival. So if you're anybody, you're at that event, and when you win, you kind of, it's like, well, you beat everyone that is anybody.
Are you planning to continue to go for more championships? What does the next 5 or 10 years look like for you, if you know?
I honestly, I don't know. I mean, it probably kind of depends on the kids. Like I've said to other people, if they truly wanted it and, you know, really wanted to dedicate, you know, the time and energy it takes to do it, I'd probably step out and you know, be the crew chief and car owner. But at the same time, like if they're not willing to fully dedicate, then I can't give up my seat either. So I'm too competitive and love it too much. So I don't know. 2026, I got some super late stuff in the works potentially. My limited late stuff ended so well, or pro late stuff. I hate to not run it. So I'm sure I'll run it in some capacity. I haven't decided if I'm going to chase for points. You know, I've chased points since 2014, full-time running weekly, NASCAR Weekly series. And so that's 12 straight years of the grind, especially chasing the national points. It's all you think about. It's you know, every moment, you know, that's what you're concerning yourself with, and it's a different style racing than track points going after the national title. And you're watching stuff that you have no control over, you know, drivers that you don't know, and we'll see. I'd take a little break here, celebrate in Charlotte, and you know, go from there.
Is there something significant about the number 72 for you? Or is that just kind of...
So that was my dad's number. He got it, the car he bought when he was going to transition from 2 wheels and demolition derbies to 4 wheels, had a 72 on it, and he just stuck with it. And then, I don't know, I took his number from him, and I've been 72 ever since.
What's your relationship like with your dad? Obviously, he has a big impact on you and why you're even doing this in the first place, and I know he continues to help.
Yeah.
So what's that like to kind of have him around the program? And
you know, it means a lot. I couldn't have done any of this without him. I mean, he got us started in this, and he got me started in late models and quarter midgets to late models. Taught me, you know, how to work hard and do everything on our own, and maybe we're too stubborn that way. Even though he's 3 hours away, I mean, he'll come down, you know, almost any time if I wanted him to. I think he would, but I try to keep that to a minimum. But anyway, like, he's definitely there if I need him, and yeah, like I said, couldn't do any of this without him, or, you know, I wouldn't be where I am without him, that's for sure.
It seems like these stickers sort of start in 2014. It looks like something clicked for you at that point. Was that just over time you finally just got, you know, you figured out your setups and everything, or was there something for you that clicked in 2014 and you've sort of been literally winning ever since?
So I raced full-time Elko from 2002 in the NASCAR Weekly Series until 2007. And then 2008 to 2013, I did regional touring stuff. It just got to be too much. Like I said, we got married and we had a baby, and so we came back to Elko in 2014. You know, I grew up at Elko, and then we traveled, and kind of figured out a little bit more what we're doing. Once we came back to Elko, we were kind of able to hit the ground running pretty well. And definitely 2014, we're coming back to the NASCAR Weekly Series. That's when we started winning races. Yeah.
What makes the second championship more emotional than the first one?
Probably just the age and my kids, the kids knowing maybe more what it means and being able to remember it. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, you know, this is a family operation, and they're definitely involved. They're there whenever they can, and to be able to win it in front of them and be at an age where they're hopefully going to remember it. You know, the first one, you know, they're pretty little, especially my youngest is only 3, so she probably has no idea. So yeah, you know, the family is busier too now than it was back then. So you know, it's harder, you know, harder on me, I guess, because I have to miss more stuff that they're doing. So that sucks. But once you commit, you got to go. And anyway, I'm just glad it paid off this year, and we're able to bring it home. And all the hard work, all the stuff you missed, it all makes it worth it.